morning, Captain. First time we were working together. I'm Jared, your first officer.
It's Mickey from your flight staff. We're ready to begin boarding. Waiting for your signal.
Baltimore ground. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Could you please get the passengers on board?
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. The jetway is going to be connected.
Baltimore ground. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Could you please send the baggage?
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Baggage is on the way.
Baltimore ground. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Could you please send the catering truck?
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. The catering truck is on the road.
Boarding finished. Captain.
Baltimore ground. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511 ready to copy IFR clearance to Lindbergh.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511 is cleared to Lindbergh Airport via the FLXHL-1 departure. Runway transition, runway tree left. Climb via SID, maintain flight level tree 80. Departure frequency is 132.55. Squawk 674 tree.
Cleared to Lindbergh by the FLXHL-1 departure. Runway transition, runway tree left. Climb via SID, maintain flight level tree 80. Departure frequency is 1 tree 2.55. Squawk 674 tree. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Read back correct. Contact ground on 121.9. Good day.
Luggage loading now complete.
Baltimore ground. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511 requesting pushback.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Pushback request accepted.
Tow bar is set, Captain. You are cleared to start engines.
He's pushing us into the grass. Perfect.
Pushback complete, Captain.
Good.
Baltimore ground. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Requesting the end of pushback.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Request to end pushback received.
Well, I'm glad that happened. I'll wait for the engines to start. There we go. Everything is set. Reflight. Complete. Can this engine start now?
Baltimore ground. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511 with whiskey. Ready to taxi. IFR.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Taxi to and hold short of runway tree. Left using taxiway Tango Tango 2 Papa Delta cross runway 28 Delta Delta 1. Contact tower on 119.4 when ready.
Taxiing. Hold short runway tree. Left using taxiway Tango Tango 2 Papa Delta cross runway 28 Delta Delta 1. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511.
Are we stuck? Surely not. Oh.
To all passengers, our captain has turned on a fasten seatbelt sign. Please stow your hand luggage underneath the seat in front of you or in an overhead compartment. Make sure your seat back and folding trays are in full upright position. If you're seated near an emergency exit, carefully read the special instructions card located by your seat. A reminder that this is a non-smoking flight, including the lavatories. If you have any questions, feel free to ask one of our attendants. Thank you. To all passengers, please direct your attention to the monitors as we review emergency procedures. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the front of the cabin for an important safety demonstration. There are designated emergency exits on this aircraft. Look around and locate the exit closest to you. Should the cabin experience a sudden pressure loss, oxygen masks will drop down from above your seat. Place the mask over your mouth and nose, then pull the strap to adjust it. If you're traveling with children, put on your own mask properly on before helping children. In case of emergency, after you hear the brace, message, tuck your chin onto your chest and bend forward. Place your head against the seat in front with your arms wrapped around your head. Ensure your feet are flat on the floor. A life jacket is located under your seat. If necessary, take the vest and slip it over your head. Pass the straps around your waist and adjust like this. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord, only when leaving the aircraft. If you need to refill it, blow into the oral inflating system. A whistle and light are here to attract attention.
That's the whole short? Okay.
Baltimore Tower, Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511 at runway tree, left ready for departure. IFR to Lindbergh.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, altimeter 2990, cleared for takeoff runway tree left.
Cleared for takeoff runway tree left. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. To all passengers, please fasten your seatbelts and secure all baggage underneath your seat or in the overhead compartments. Place your seats and table trays in the upright position. Turn off all personal electronic devices, including laptops and cell phones, and prepare for takeoff.
I believe this is the whole short. Runway 33 left. That was so. $80 knots. Whoa. Lift off. Just rotate. What was that? By the rig, you're up.
Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, contact Washington Center on 132.55. Good day. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, please acknowledge.
Going to 1 tree.
I'm dealing with some stuff right now, bro.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Washington Center, Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511 is passing 1300 climbing flight level tree 80.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, Washington Center, altimeter 2990, radar contact, continue to PCGN. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, contact Washington Center on 134.15. Good day.
134.15. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Washington Center, Boeing Mike Alpha
Zulu 5511
is at 4,000.
Washington Center, altimeter 29901, radar contact, continue to once.
Still shook by that takeoff. At all. Alright, I'll now pick it up.
Captain, we just passed 18,000 feet, so don't forget to switch the altimeter to standard.
Boeing Mike Alpha
120.65.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, Washington Center, radar contact, continue to Raleigh.
Mike Alpha, Zulu 5511, contact Washington Center on 133.2. Good day. 133.2 for Boeing Mike Alpha, Zulu 5511. Washington Center, Boeing Mike Alpha, Zulu 5511 is passing flight level tree 10, climbing flight level tree 80.
Boeing Mike Alpha, Zulu 5511, Washington Center. Radar contact. Continue. Boeing Mike Alpha, Zulu 5511, contact Washington Center. Boeing Mike Alpha, Zulu 5511, please acknowledge.
Going to 133.65. Boeing Mike Alpha, Zulu 5511, Washington Center. Radar contact, continue.
There's some unfavorable winds on our way to San Diego. 75 knot headwind. So hopefully that changes.
Mike Alpha, Zulu 5511, contact Washington Center on 128.6. Good day. 128.6 for Boeing Mike Alpha.
Boeing Mike Alpha, Zulu 5511, Washington Center. Radar contact. Continue to fog loop.
To all passengers. This is your captain speaking. Today, I'm assisted by co-pilot Jared McCain. Welcome aboard flight MAZ-5511, inbound to San Diego. We are currently cruising at an altitude of 38,000 feet and an airspeed of 250 knots. It's 12:46 p.m. We anticipate a comfortable flight in spite of some light turbulence. On behalf of all the crew members, we thank you for flying with us today. So, please sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the flight.
Boeing Mike Alpha, Zulu 5511, contact Indianapolis Center on 125.55. Good day.
125.55 for Boeing Mike Alpha, Zulu 5511. Indianapolis Center, Boeing Mike Alpha, Zulu 5511, flight level tree 80.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, Indianapolis Center. Radar contact. Continue to fog loop. Mike Alpha Zulu 55.
124.45 for Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Indianapolis Center. Radar contact. Continue to WELRA. Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, contact Indianapolis Center on 127.1. Good day.
for Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Indianapolis Center, Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, flight level tree 80.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Indianapolis Center. Radar contact. Continue to WELRA. Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, contact Indianapolis Center on 134.0. Good day.
134.0 for Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Indianapolis Center, Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, flight level tree 80.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Indianapolis Center. Radar contact. Continue to WELRA. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, contact Indianapolis Center on 135.575. Good day.
135.575 for Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Indianapolis Center, Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, flight level tree 80.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, Indianapolis Center, radar contact, continue to hello. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, contact Indianapolis Center on 123.925. Good day. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, acknowledge last transmission.
123.925.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, Indianapolis Center, radar contact, continue to hello. Alpha Zulu 5511, contact Indianapolis Center on 1240.775. Good day.
124.775 for Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511.
Kilo Foxtrot Mike Echo Automated Weather Observation. 1500 Zulu. Wind 209er at 11. Visibility, tree. Sky conditions. Few clouds at 1900, few clouds at 4900, few clouds at 13,900. Temperature, 20 C. Dew point, 10 C. Altimeter 29092.
Indianapolis Center, Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Flight level tree 80.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Indianapolis Center, radar contact, continue to hello. Mike Alpha, Zulu 5511, contact Mazatlan Center on 128.3. Good day.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, Mazatlan Center, radar contact. Continue to set. Alpha Zulu 5511.
127.7 for Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Kansas City Center, Boeing Mike Alpha is Zulu 5511. Flight level tree 80.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, Kansas City Center. Radar contact. Continued south.
Alpha Zulu 5511. Flight level tree 80.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Center, radar contact. Continue descent. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, contact Kansas City Center on 127.7. Good day.
127.7. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Kansas City Center, Boeing Mike Alpha is Zulu 5511. Flight level tree 80.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, Kansas City Center. Radar contact. Continue to cover me. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, contact Kansas City Center. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, acknowledge last transmission.
128.1. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Kansas City Center, Boeing Mike Alpha is Zulu 5511. Flight level tree 80. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Kansas City Center, radar contact. Continue company. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Contact Kansas City Center on 121.25. Good day. 121.25. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu
11, contact Kansas City Center on 118.4. Good day. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 551.
118.4. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Kansas City Center, radar contact, continue up. Alpha Zulu 5511, contact Kansas City Center on 135.575. Good day.
135.575. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Kansas City Center, Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Flight level 380.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, Kansas City Center, radar contact, continue to have dual. Alpha Zulu 5511, contact Kansas City Center on
125.55.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, Kansas City Center. Radar contact. Continue to Abdul.
5511, Kansas City Center. Radar contact. Continue to enter. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, contact Kansas City Center on 127.35. Good day.
127.35. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Kansas City Center. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Flight level 380.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, Kansas City Center. Radar contact. Continue to emoji. Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, contact Kansas City Center on 134.9er. Good day.
134.9er for Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Kansas City Center, Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Flight level 380.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, Kansas City Center. Radar contact. Continue to Thursday. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, contact Kansas City Center on 118.8. Good day.
118.8. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Kansas City Center, Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Flight level 380.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, Kansas City Center, radar contact, continue to Thursday. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, contact
Going to 124.4. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Kansas City Center, Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Flight level tree 80.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, Kansas City Center. Radar contact continue to Thursday. Alpha Zulu 5511, contact Kansas City Center on 125.2. Good day.
Going to 125.2. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Kansas City Center.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, Kansas City Center, radar contact, continue to Thursday.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, contact Denver Center on 133.4. Good day. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, please acknowledge. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, did you hear my last transmission? Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, acknowledge last transmission.
Tree decimal 4. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Denver Center, Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Flight level tree 80.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Denver Center, radar contact, continue to Juner. Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, contact center on 128.375. Good day. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, acknowledge last transmission.
For Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Center, Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, flight level tree 80.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, center, radar contact. Continue to GNDLA.
Mike Alpha Zulu 5511 contact Denver Center on 118.575. Good day.
Going to 118.575. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Denver Center, Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Flight level tree 80.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, Denver Center, radar contact. Continue to KD 36Q. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Denver Center, radar contact, continue to KL 330. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, contact Albuquerque Center on 124.5. Good day.
124.5. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Albuquerque Center, Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, flight level tree 80.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, Albuquerque Center, radar contact, continue to KL 330. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, cleared Barrett 5 arrival.
Cleared Barrett 5 arrival. Descend and maintain 7600 expect. Renav Zulu runway 27 approach via LYNDI transition. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, descend and maintain 13,000.
Descend and maintain 13,000. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. To all passengers, we have begun our descent into San Diego. Please turn off all electronic devices. In preparation for landing, make sure your seat back is straight up and your belt is fastened. Please secure your carry-on items, stow your tray table, and pass any remaining service items to the flight attendants. Thank you.
Alpha Zulu 5511, contact Los Angeles Center on 124.85. Good day.
124.85 for Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Los Angeles Center, Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511 is passing flight level tree 60, descending 13,000.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, Los Angeles Center, radar contact, continue to bear. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, contact Albuquerque Center on 124.5. Good day.
Going to 124.5, Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Center, Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511 is at flight level tree 40, descending 13,000.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, center. Radar contact. Continue to bear it.
13,000 feet. Just a reminder to switch the altimeter to local pressure.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511 contact Los Angeles Center on 134.65. Good day.
134.65 for Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Los Angeles Center. Boeing Mike
Alpha Zulu 5511.
Passing
Los Angeles Center. Altimeter 2984. Radar contact. Continue to bear it. Mike Alpha Zulu
128.15. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Los Angeles Center. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. 13,000. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Los Angeles Center. Altimeter 2987. Radar contact. Continue to bear it.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Descend and maintain 10,000.
Descend and maintain 10,000. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Passing 10,000 feet.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Contact SoCal approach.
Going to 128.1. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. SoCal approach. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. 10,000.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. SoCal approach. Altimeter tree 006. Radar contact. Continue. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, descend and maintain 7100.
Descend and maintain 7100. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511.
Some flaps go on. What is this mess? No idea. We're just gonna follow the one.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, descend and maintain 6300.
Descend and maintain 6300. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, descend and maintain 5300. Keep speed not above 210 knots.
Descend and maintain 5300.
About
Keep
five.
speed not above 210 knots. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, descend and maintain 4300. Keep speed not above 200 knots.
Descend and maintain 4300. Keep speed not above 200 knots.
The runway
Boeing Mike Alpha
on the
Zulu
map.
5511.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, descend and maintain 3700.
Descend and maintain 3700.
Drops 10.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, contact Lindbergh Tower on 118 decimal tree when inbound on the
We're
approach.
definitely on the approach, so.
Tower on 118 decimal tree. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Lindbergh Tower, Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, 8 miles east, inbound Renav Zulu runway, 27 approach.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511, Lindbergh Tower. Altimeter tree 011, cleared Renav Zulu runway 27 approach.
Cleared Renav Zulu runway, 27 approach. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511.
Boeing Mike Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Wind 229er at 5. Clear to land runway 27.
This is Gauge Autopilot. I don't know what's going on.
Clear to land runway
Flaps.
27. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu
You're down.
5511.
Flaps 25. We're way too high, I'm guessing. There it is, we're way too high. Be alright.
2500.
Flaps full. Approaching minimums. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Oh god. Get down. Universe. Look at the brake.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Exit runway when able.
It says stop your aircraft. Why is that? Did I break my shit? My engine's off.
Nice work. Mission accomplished. Even
What
under these
happened?
rough conditions.
I guess we lost an engine at some point. Now it says taxi to parking stand.
Boeing Mike
Oh,
Alpha Zulu
don't do this to me.
5511. Exit runway when able.
My bad. Restart it. We're just on the active runway.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511.
I'm trying.
Exit runway when able.
Wait
Boeing
for
Mike
engine
Alpha Zulu
shutdown.
5511. Turn next taxiway.
Now we're...
Boeing Mike
I'm
Alpha
so
Zulu
confused.
5511. Turn next taxiway.
I'm just gonna shut it down.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5511. Turn next taxiway.
Yeah, what in the world?